casting news. Nicole Scherzinger and them got a new job. So remember that whole situation that was going on in regards of like Simon Cowell and Netflix? Well, it looked like Netflix have developed another thing where they're going to find a way to bring new generation talent into the forefront because we got 4 people that are going to be a part of a new show called Building the Band. Well, I mean, making the band was taken, right? So they got to come up with something. So, according to Billboard, it says 4 of the world's most experienced boy band and girl group alumni are coming together to help foster the next big pop unit, with Netflix tapping Nicole Scherzinger, Liam Payne, Kelly Rowland, and AJ McLean for its new music competition series called Building the Band, which begins filming this summer. As shared exclusively with Billboard on Friday, that'll be today, on Madonna's birthday, the Lord and Savior, let me stop. Let me stop. The streaming service has recruited Scherzinger to be a mentor and judge alongside judges Payne and Rowland. McLean is set to host the show. Scherzinger previously served as judging on judging panels such as The X Factor, Masked Singer, and The Sing-Off, so she has a lot of experience. Also, let's not forget Kelly Rowland. Catherine got experience too, but let's go on and finish what they had to say. They said with its team of experienced boy/girl band experts on lock, which encompasses members of the Pussycat Dolls, One Direction, Destiny's Child, and Backstreet Boys, Building the Band will build together a number of talented singers and task them with forming their own bands without ever seeing each other. So this is going to give like The Voice almost. Isolated in individual booths, all they have to go on when selecting their bandmates is musical compatibility, connection, chemistry, and merit, according to a release. What will happen when the bands finally meet and looks, choreography, and style come into play? A description reads, with incredible performances, compelling drama, and one big goal to find the next great music band, the stage is set for an unforgettable experience. Now, additional announcements regarding guest judges and the show's various challenges are yet to come. Production companies Remarkable Entertainment and Benji UK are behind the project with Kat Lawson, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to know all these people because y'all don't even know who the hell they are. So they basically said, building the band is a brave and bold undertaking for all involved, and as we hand over power to the singers themselves to form their own band based on chemistry first. This is what Lawson said in a statement. What looks out of the equation, can they create a deep connection with their bandmates? With limited bands, there are difficult decisions and heart-stopping moments along the way, but ultimately the outcome is truly amazing. Here's the thing. I have to say, this is a brilliant idea that I'm definitely behind, because didn't we say that the thing with Simon Cowell that doesn't work is the fact that here's this Svengali, this person that's been around for eons, who will pull together people and foster a group out of it. And if you're lucky, they'll be successful. When Quiet as is kept, One Direction didn't even win the season they was on. They came in 3rd place, I believe, but they went on to be one of the biggest boy bands on the planet. But having these people here, when you have AJ as a judge, I mean, as a host, I actually think AJ is a good idea. Number one, AJ, out of all the members of the Backstreet Boys, has the most outgoing personality. And I've always liked AJ. He was always the standout for me. He was actually one of my favorites of the Backstreet Boys. All the others, yeah, they was all right, but AJ definitely stood out for me because of his whole rebellious vibe. Of course, you know, Nicole Scherzinger, no shade, is the Pussycat Dolls. I know the other girls get mad, but ma'am, y'all need to be mad at Robin Anton for making her the lead and then actually hire a bunch of other girls to be in as singers and then have a couple of people in as dancers. So it was an unconventional way of having a girl group. Kelly Rowland, I live for her. She has given us a lot of bops, a lot of great songs, but I always feel like that moment when she's about to stand out, she kind of pulls back a bit. I like when she went into the whole dance music era. I say this every time I talk about her. She could have been my generation's Donna Summer. She decided to not go and do that and didn't want to continue with the whole Euro pop thing, which she was pioneering that long before all these other girls jumped on it, working with David Guetta and so many other people. Commander is still my shit. I still bump that song. I bump all her other stuff, but I live for the dance music more because it made, as a black performer, it made her stand out. Everybody doing this generic R&B pop shit. Then she decided to retreat and go back into that. So I do like the fact that, you know what, Kelly's a wife and she's got children and maybe doesn't want to travel as much because she wants to devote her life to being a wife and a mother. Come back to TV and make a little coin. There's way more money you can make being a performer in a reality TV space competition than singing. And we don't know about Liam Payne fine self. Well, wait a minute. Is he the one? I always forget. He's not the one that knocked up Cheryl Cole, is it? I always get, the one that what he, I always forget who which member of One Direction he is, because we always know about Harry Styles. We know about Niall Horan. So those are like the two big breakouts for that group. And Zayn, yeah, Zayn is Zayn. I kind of wish Zayn would have been the one that would have came aboard on this. He would have probably been way better. But we know, like Liam, wasn't Liam just on? Was he on The Voice? Oh, child, look, they said it. Yeah, he is the one that knocked her up. Well, look, he need a gig, so we can't give everything to everybody. In regards of like, okay, who needs to do what? Look, quiet as it's kept. Cheryl Cole was another one. I know she's supposed to go by Cheryl, but Cheryl Cole is I've always known her as, so that's what we're gonna call her. We did name her last name. Cheryl Cole, did X Factor and all those other things too. So why not? He can come on. He need to get, he got child support payments. He got to pay. So it'll be interesting to see what he does because Harry Styles is too big. Zayn is not going to do it. Zayn, always got his anxiety and shit that he be dealing with and all this other stuff. So I like the fact they're keeping the three judges. They got AJ as the host, and this whole idea where they're leaving it up to the artists to put their own band together and go based on chemistry. And hope and pray, fingers crossed, that it works. But then you'll have the judges there providing mentorship and being like, okay, so based on the group, I don't know what they're gonna do if they're gonna do groups of three, or is it just like one group and they're all gonna kind of come in and give advice, or they're gonna be eliminations? Like, I need to know the tea. This does sound like a good idea, but I will say this also, Netflix, a show like this, can y'all not drop all the episodes at once? Can it be sort of like, okay, give us the first three episodes, similar to like what Prime Video does? Give us the first three episodes, then release it weekly. I feel like Netflix, y'all really need to switch up how y'all drop shows. Because when y'all drop it all at once, like when I was watching Next in Fashion, y'all should have did that week to week to week. Y'all dropped the whole season. And then it was like, I'm forced to have to spend 8 hours watching the damn show. I don't want to have to force myself to watch something and avoid spoilers on social media. I feel like this is a good show, the potential of having a good show, but I just hate the way Netflix handles a lot of their shows and how they roll them out. The whole all at once thing, it depends on the show, but y'all definitely need to change it up. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? Does this sound like a really good idea for a show that y'all would like to check out? Let me know in the comments down below.